Hey, my name's Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There's a really good scheme in Wales that I want to talk about. And it'd be great if this actually happened in England and Scotland as well, because I think this is what some landlords are looking for at the moment. They give you guaranteed rent. They cover all the maintenance. They do your gas safe for you. In fact, they'll even give you a grant if you need to get the property up to a standard in order to rent it in the first place. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what this scheme is, why I think other places should do this as well, and what impact this will have on the rental sector in Wales. But before we do jump into this, if you are new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 56,000 subscribers who get all the latest house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And let's get some views on this video. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, this is called Leasing Scheme Wales. Now, I think this is good because some landlords just want hands-off, easy life. And you can get that with some social housing contracts. Other councils are supporting landlords as well. Liverpool is a great example of that, where if your property's been empty for more than a year, they'll give you £10,000 as a grant, meaning you don't have to pay it back. You get the property up to a standard, and then they rent it out for you for 3 years. That's a good option as well. And so this Leasing Scheme Wales is smart, in my opinion. And I think some people, you could invest in Wales and look at this. So they will take your property for 5 to 20 years. Now that's hands off, isn't it? 20 years of guaranteed income. Now, your property, if you have one in Wales, might not be in good condition. And so they've got you there as well. So they are giving grants of up to £5,000, which could come in handy for new kitchens, new bathrooms, carpets, things that you need in order to be able to rent the property out. Now, it's important to understand these are grants, not loans. If you get a loan, you've got to pay it back. A grant, they're giving it to you. You don't have to pay it back, which is a big win. Now, if the property is empty and it hasn't been lived in or rented out for a period of time, they will give you a ton of money to get it up. And they'll give you up to £25,000 in order to get this property on the market. Now, this is smart because a lot of councils struggle with their temporary accommodation bill. It's really expensive for them to run temporary accommodation. I spoke earlier this year where we talked about Brighton Council, who had to go to central government and say, we're going to go bankrupt because of all the Section 21s, all the landlords leaving in Brighton, and then we've got to put the people in temporary accommodation. We don't have the money to do that. And so they had to get a bailout from the government in order to do that. And other councils, every council, really struggles with the fact that, they don't easily afford their temporary accommodation bill. For all councils, it's their biggest bill by far. And so if they can move people into accommodation at a much more affordable rate, let's just say they got a house in Wales, it was £600 to rent. That's the guaranteed rent that they give you for 5 to 20 years. It goes up with inflation as well. Let's just say that happens. Temporary accommodation can cost £2,000, £3,000 or £4,000 per person per month. So this is a much better saving, and it will get more people off social waiting lists. What I also like about this is no maintenance. So they are going to deal with the maintenance for you. There's no fees. So if you run it through a letting agency, you can have fees, aren't you? They're going to take 10% of your money for collecting it and dealing with it. Maintenance, on average, probably is about 10% of each tenancy that I have. Maybe it's more for you, maybe it's less for you. Depends how lucky you are. But yeah, no maintenance is a good one because things go wrong. Imagine the boiler goes wrong on a weekend and you've got to resolve it. Well, you don't now. The council has to resolve it. So that's very, very important here. Now, one thing they do have here is at the end of it, they do allow for fair wear and tear. So fair wear and tear. And that's, sorry, someone's going to tell me off for spelling it wrong. That's fair enough. Like, that's what you have to go through, isn't it? So yeah, in 20 years, it might need some decorating when you get it back. But if you've had no maintenance costs for 20 years, the value is going to have gone up in that time as well, just through normal inflation. So that's going to be a win for you as well. And maybe you've even paid off your mortgage by that time as well. There's quite a good chance that you could have maybe paid off that mortgage, and then you've got no real costs on running this as a business. So I think other councils should be looking at this. I think this is smart. And if I was running a council, if I was up there in a council, which I don't want to do, but if I was running a council, then I would look at this. Wouldn't be very popular with the other councillors, and maybe some people will be like, why are we spending a fortune on landlords' property? But if you look at this in a logical way and say, well, actually, if this reduces our temporary accommodation bill, that's what we want to happen, isn't it? And that means social waiting lists can reduce. Some places, social waiting lists in London are 100 years. So this would be smart for them to do something like this, wouldn't it? To reduce their social waiting list, get people out of temporary accommodation. Now, this isn't going to pay you the most rent. You're going to have to take a slightly reduced rent on this, which is probably going to be around the local housing authority levels. And so they can be a little lower, but if you take into account, you've got no fees, you've got no maintenance, you've got a guaranteed rent, I think it's a winner, because there are tons of landlords that want to leave the market right now. They're getting rid of tenants because of that. Then they're putting the property up for sale, and then they're realising there's not actually anyone to buy on the other side, which isn't a great situation to be in. And so they could look at this as an alternative, couldn't they? Rather than putting the property up for sale, give it to a council if you're in Wales, get it rented out, get some guaranteed income, and just leave it. Let that be dealt with for the next 5 to 20 years. I think this is smart. I think other councils should be taking note. It'd be good, particularly somewhere like Hastings for me. I think this would work very well in the Hastings area. I think it would work well in Doncaster as well. Maybe it's not needed in Dorking. The social waiting list isn't particularly long there. But I do think we need to get this stuff rolled out, and governments need to look at what's the smartest way to reduce costs. Sometimes it's spending a little bit more upfront. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do like the video, do subscribe, and check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.